Hello, head judges. This is a training for a few additional items that only you will have access to. So, the most important part here is on our judge final report results page. If you have the checkbox next to your name saying you are the head judge, this is the view you receive where you can select who wins which places. You also have the reset, save, and set as final buttons. So once your judge group has finished interviews, you should encourage all of your judges to go back into the different projects and give the interview a score. And then you hit refresh on this page. And you'll probably notice the scores will jump up because they're missing one that has quite a bit of value to it. The hope is that the scores here are in the order of how you want to award. So for here, it's telling you how many projects can be given each place. So for first, most fairs restricts that to one. If you say, oops, I meant to do the next one, you click the next one because there's only one allowed, only one can be clicked at a time. The other part about first place is only a first place project can be nominated for best of fair. So if you change who wins the first place, it's also going to clear the best of fair nomination. Best of fair is an optional nomination, but if you have a first place project who you feel is a very strong project, nominate them for best of fair. You can then also see that I'm able to select 2 for second place. If you click on the third, again, it clears it out. And then you can do however many thirds that are awarded and as many honorable mentions as is either listed here or as your group desires. For the regional fairs, you also have the ability to nominate for state. There probably will be a note here as to how many you can nominate. Nominate how many you feel are worthy to move on to the state fair. If you nominate more than we have room for, don't worry, we'll take care of that. Masters, which is the middle school national competition, again, hopefully there is a note that tells you how many, in this case, students can be nominated because Broadcom works a little bit differently. So like, for example, students, there's 2 listed here, so that would take 2 spots, third and fourth. So you would be able to nominate your top 3 for Broadcom Masters. For ISEF, we encourage you, again, if you're nominating someone for Best of Fair, you're probably also going to nominate them for ISEF, which is the International Fair. You can also nominate 2, possibly 3 others, but realize that if someone gets selected as ISEF finalists, we may adjust the scoring and actually allow like a tie in first place so that it still shows value to the project because it looks very strange when the second place gets selected to attend ISEF and the first place does not. So those are some of the warnings with when you're a head judge, to things to be using as part of consideration. When you are all done, you're going to save it. Actually, you can save it at any time. And then once you set it to final, it's going to lock this so that you're not able to edit it either. And that's basically when data entry will take over and grab the things that you have and make sure that they get entered correctly so that students can win their awards. That's also when we will make adjustments if you have nominated too many to the state fair, or if there are more slots to go to state, we might select the next one in the row. But we will base that on how you have ranked projects. So that was a very quick training for what additional things you will do as a head judge. You will also be the one who is in charge of the Zoom room, so that when you are in a breakout room with the students' projects, it will be your job to kind of keep it moving and to assign one of your judges as basically the timekeeper so that every project gets an equal length of interview. Some regional fairs will be more advanced than that. There also, if you are at an in-person fair, you will be able to access this page in your judge room and make these decisions, and then it helps out with data entry. Plus, it saves some paper. So there we are, and thank you very much for volunteering your time.